everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman. You know, today's day 19 of the 31 days of horror. Yeah. Horror. Day 19, wow. Just keeps chugging along. This month is going by too fast. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing the 31 days, but I wish there was more. Next year I should do like, I don't know, 62 films in 31 days. I don't know. It just goes by too fast. I love all the movies I get to watch, which I watch all year round anyways. I'm like everybody else. That's a horror fan, you know. So we watch horror all year round, but this is our month. And it's not just me. It's Double Shot J. It's the one and only MSJ. It's the I Am the Ice Lord, Carly 317, Retro Horror, Random Horror, Tony has 9 Fingers, Dave Maggot, and many others also doing this. And before we move on, I want you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I always want to know what you have to say, and when you do subscribe, hit that bell. That's right, you'll be notified anytime I put something new up. Now, let's get on to the movie. This comes with a tiny story beforehand, before I tell you what movie we're watching. It's just because, I mean, so years ago, when I first started collecting, I was on Amazon and I made up a wish list. This crazy ass long wish list. This is back before Blu-ray, when everything was just DVD. And I'm putting stuff on there. I'm like, oh, gotta put that on there, gotta put that on there, gotta put that on there, you know. And every time I would put this one particular movie on my wish list, it would go out of print, like not long after. It was just annoying. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna order. Oh, it's out of print, so it's like $70. Okay. 2 years go by, it's back in print by someone else. When I finally get around to want to buy it, it's out of print. Okay. A company puts out a steelbook of it, and it goes out of print. I mean, it went in print and out of print so many times. I was like, instead of just seeing when it went into print and going, okay, I'm going to buy it now, I would wait, you know, until the time wasn't right. And it finally went back in print. Code Red actually put this movie in print. And I finally got a copy of it. It's not really horror. It's more of a thriller revenge film. But it's definitely one that I've been wanting to see for years because I saw it back in the 80s when it came out. And that is Savage Street. Linda Blair, Linnea Quigley, you know, John Vernon, who plays Dean Warmer in Animal House, plays the principal of the high school in this movie. So what it is that Linda Blair is the leader of, I mean, basically they're a female gang. It's her and her friends, and they all have like red jackets and with lettering on the back, and there's this all male gang, and they're just a bunch of douchebags. You know, there's like 4 of them. But they like to cause trouble. The newest member is like a guy that goes to school with Linda Blair and her sister Heather. Heather is played by Linnea Quigley. And Linnea Quigley has no lines in this movie whatsoever. I mean, nothing. Because she plays a deaf mute. And one day while her character Heather is waiting for Linda Blair's character, Brenda, the guy gang come by and they rape her. And it's brutal, you know, what they do to her. And Brenda, Linda Blair's character, is pissed, would love to know who did it, but they never saw who did it. Finally, the newest member, well, I don't want to say finally. I don't want to jump to the end of this movie. But it winds up that Linda Blair does find out and exacts revenge on this gang, you know. But yeah, this is a fun. It's fun in a way that you get to see revenge, but the rape part is, like I said, that's brutal. That's brutal. I have to give it up for actresses and actors that are willing to get naked on film. Man, you have to be really, really comfortable with your body to share it with the rest of the world, you know. And Linnea Quigley is one of those. I mean, I think it's rare that she's not naked in some films. Linda Blair does a nude scene in this movie, and again, that's just, wow. Did not expect that. The movie itself is an interesting film. It's a little bit of Miss 45 meets I Spit on Your Grave type of thing. You know, and at the time there was a market for these revenge films. I mean, there were quite a few of them. I just mentioned two. The movie is only 90 minutes long, and it floats right by. Now, there's a few scenes in this that are just hilarious. The guys drive around in a 1957 Chevy Bel Air convertible, right? Half the time, it's so funny. It's like it's a silver car. When they're harassing one of the chicks from Brenda's gang, they pull up and there are no fender skirts on the car. And then when they stop and they get out of the car, the fender skirts are there. These fender skirts, which are covers that go over the rear fenders, they show up and disappear constantly throughout this film. So it's kind of fun to watch. This could be a drinking game. You could drink every time you see the fender skirts missing or the fender skirts on there. But it's so hilarious. And I mean, it's not like they just said, oh, hey, let's jump out of the car while we're chasing someone and take the fender skirts off, you know. They obviously had two cars. Or they had two cars, and like some might have been pickup shots, you know, and the car just didn't have fender skirts for it, and they couldn't find it. It was just, I don't know, it was just really, really funny to watch. Those kind of like little flubs make a movie, you know, because you're not looking for them, and then you notice them. But yeah, they constantly, throughout the movie, appear and disappear within seconds of one another. So, if you have the movie, watch for it. It's kind of fun. I like the movie. It's been a long time. Finally in my collection, you know. Savage Streets. I don't have much more to say about it. I think Linda Blair and Linnea Quigley did an awesome job of this. John Vernon, like I said, who is from Animal House, is the principal. And he's basically playing Dean Warmer again. I mean, he's this no-nonsense, I'm going to kick your ass type of principal, you know. And I was just waiting for him to say double secret probation at some time, you know. That being said, of course, I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.